Alright guys, so we're in the A4 today, and I'm going to nervously take a test drive in the Audi. I don't think I've test driven this yet. It's got a new clutch. It's actually moving. I'm moving it out of the driveway. There's brakes. Engine seems to be okay. Holy shit. Park it here and call that a win. So yeah, it's driving, it's moving, there's brakes, there's the clutch is working. There are a couple of lights on the dash, but I think that should disappear once I drive. Always happens when you I guess when you remove the battery. I gave it a nice clean. It's nice and standard. I'm actually gonna, I think I'll just keep this as it is. Whoa, that works. I don't know what that is, but that's pretty cool. Yeah, so wow, radio works. Alright, that's a win. There's a CD player. Cool. Oh, what the hell is this? Chill out session. Oh, that worked. Figured it out straight away. Load. Loads into the first one. Got my mask. Got some knickknacks in here. CD. Let's see how the chill out sessions go. It's not mine CD, mind you. Right, well, I don't want to copy any copyright, so if that's working, that's another win. Get this. Alright, so yeah, so look, it's all, I mean, I gave it a nice quick clean just now, wiped all the seats down with some leather cleaner, gave it a quick vac. It's missing a passenger floor carpet, I'm gonna say. Oh, it's got the, oh man, they got the BMW seat extender things. Alright, it's time for a drive. So I'm gonna go for a quick drive. Wish me luck. If I get stuck on the side of the road, I'm gonna have to call up the missus and she's not really happy. So alright, fingers crossed. This is an unfortunate event, but the engine that I swapped in works and runs fine. Power's on fine, but I went for a test drive and it came up with an oil, low oil pressure, and when I refreshed everything, I didn't actually get to yes, so I actually didn't change the pickup tube or check it, which is actually my bad. Like, I've never done an engine swap before, but that should be that should have been assigned to get it done. But luckily, it's doable. It's just a pain in the ass. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to jack the transmission up. I'm going to loosen up all of the, I guess, surrounding bolts. And I hear that you have to actually drop the subframe a little bit, which I'm not looking forward to. But first I've dropped the oil. My lovely oil, I had to drop it. It's probably a good thing anyway, since it hasn't been run for a while, so good to flush it, but I didn't want to flush it with my good oil. What else? So front engine mount.
I bet Ryan killed it.
So I can slide this sump out somehow, and go from there. So not the end of the world, but just a pain in the ass. I should have checked it. Don't know why I didn't, but yeah. So anyway, let me do that now. Alright, I took the pickup off. What do you reckon, man? Does that look blocked to you? That looks pretty blocked, man. I'm gonna brake clean it and see what happens. Alrighty, so that's Well, that's cleaned up. That's how it's supposed to look, I think. That's using petrol and brake cleaner and brush. Yeah, that's the oil pump. Still pretty good. So guys, if you're watching, I did the I had to raise the transmission as far as I could without snapping any coolant lines. I lowered the subframe. There's like 3 bolts on each side. Just there, 1, 2, 3. I removed the engine mount, so this is going to be interesting. Oh, that's actually loose. Oh, that's interesting. Whole engine is shaking, no wonder. Right, and now I've cleaned up the bottom side as best as I could without without leaving any traces of dirt and grime. I'm going to give it a nice brake clean, and then I will reinstall the so the way I did it is I had to remove this. Well, I removed the pickup first. Where's my pickup? So pickup was like that, so I removed that first to give me more clearance, better clearance, and then this plastic thing was hitting the bottom, the baffle, whatever it's called. That was hitting some stuff as well, so I had to remove that whilst the sump was still on. And there's like a whole bunch. There's 2 16s on the side of the rear. You gotta raise the engine to do it, and it's more than likely going to get it loose with one of these. I couldn't get a socket onto it, and these bolts around the side. 10mm extension, double extension, got to it fine. There was 2 at the back that just there that needed to go through the transmission to really see what was going on, but you know, nothing was blocking my so the saving grace here for me is I did the single mass conversion, and it doesn't block the 2 bolts sitting in the rear main seal. So yeah, I've got a video of the pickup, which was gunked up, and that's probably what's caused the low oil pressure. Cleaned it up with petrol and brake cleaner, lots of it, and looking around the sides. Alright guys, so cleaned the as much as I could. Right, so clean this up. I'll spray some more.
Now can we put it on?
Yeah, yes.
I mean the fever.
Yes.
Okay.
Still some more shit that just needs to drain out. I've pretty much emptied the can. So yeah, just going to wipe it down now and reverse order install. Alright guys, I got the car back together again. The sump's back on, everything's torqued in, the sump looks nice and clean, plugged in, plugged in the sensor, the drain hole, the bung. Made sure I've gone around and torqued each of the bolts up. And finally, the transmission, or sorry, the actual engine mounts were loose as the first time around. So when I removed the bolts for the transmission, the engine mounts, yeah, I remembered that I forgot to torque them down. So blessing in disguise, I'm going to say, that this problem came about. It just forced me to go over my work and check it over again. But now she's good. I'm going to get the... Well, first of all, I'm going to fill the car up with oil, check to see if there's any leaks, and then go from there. and then I can slowly drop the car down and hopefully go for a test drive today, a proper one. Alrighty, so it's been idling for a while. I just switched it off to turn it back on again, and it seems like it's it doesn't sound rattly anymore. It doesn't sound like it's dry. Yeah, so this is the last step before taking it for a test drive, so I'm very nervous. Alright guys, I'm officially taking the car, Audi A4 B6 Avant Quattro 1.8T, and it's driving really great now. Definitely feels good to drive. Unsure about tire pressure at the moment, but this is the first drive. Yeah, it's driving really well. Really excited, and I'm going to call this a win. So after our low oil scare, it appears to be driving okay. There's boost, I can feel it. Yeah, there's definitely boost. Wow. Alrighty guys, there you've seen it. The Audi A4 is finally done. It's actually done. It's been a week after I filmed the last clip, and it has since passed Roadworthy Inspection. So here in Australia, Melbourne, before you can register the car, you need to get it inspected. So it has passed Roadworthy. It's got some new tyres. It's got balancing. It's got alignment. So it's running smooth. There's only little issues wrong with it, like aircon's not working, needs to be regassed. The boot doesn't open consistently, so it needs a new actuator. But they're all small things, and once it's all fixed, it'll be a good daily runner for me. And yeah, so thanks everyone for watching and being part of the journey. Wanted to document as much as I could, but at the same time lacking time and for shooting the actual video and also editing makes it hard. But yeah, so got more content to come. Over here I've got some KO4 turbos along with some supporting mods for it. Over there there's the exhaust manifold with some coolant and oil hardline, the returning lines, feeds, tips. Yeah, as I was saying, yeah, thanks everyone for watching, and yeah, tune in for some more content later on. So I hope to do a full review of my car and what's on there right now, and so what other mods to come for the GTI and also the A4. And I'm doing a bit of a project behind here right now actually, but yeah, so stay tuned, and yeah, see you in the next video.